Okay, I'm gonna keep my wallet close by. Oh, hi! Welcome to week 13. Today, I am happy. Because not only did the Vikings play well, they won. Yes, they played host to the Carolina Panthers and won handedly, 31-13. Heading into this game, it looked pretty good for us. Because we were at home, and the Panthers were mostly struggling at this point. It looked good from us pretty much shortly after the game started. The Panthers punted, and we go downfield. Actually, we had a pretty good field position, and Bridgewater hits Rudolph for a short touchdown, and great start so far, guys. Yes. And then later, the Panthers are forced to punt, but then, blocked by Thielen, who takes it in for a touchdown, and we're up 14-0. All right. So defense got to get back on the field. And later, the Panthers are forced to punt, and blocked! And by Jasper Brinkley, our starting linebacker, and our starting defensive end, Harrison Griffin, takes it in for the score. And we have a commanding 21-0 lead, and our offense hasn't, we've only had to do so little. And then late in the half, we're up 21-6, and we put our 1 to 2 minute offense to work. Yeah, our offense has seemed to really do well as the half is winding down. Crunch time. Maybe that's just Bridgewater's thing. As well as keeping his cool. Yeah, he hit a nice little pass to Jennings, who then made a little move and went in for the score. So yeah, we have a commanding 28-6 lead. Even though the Panthers were completely dominating us in time of possession. That's what happens when you score touchdowns off of things like blocked punts and stuff like that. The second half was a little boring. I'll be honest. Not much happened there. At that point, we were just kind of trying to keep our lead, and our defense looked great. The past 2 weeks, they've been doing really well against the pass. Not so much against the run. We've kind of struggled against the run the last few times, and I'd like for that to change. Overall, there was really only one big play the Panthers got on offense, and that was that touchdown on 4th down. It was a nice pass in which Josh Robinson found himself once again outsized by a receiver. But later in the game, Robinson would keep Cam Newton's interception a game streak alive and pick him off. He got his 3rd pick of the season. He may be kind of a short nickelback, but he's got 3 picks this year. And speaking of putting up some numbers this year, Everson Griffin had 2 sacks today. As far as I know, yeah. Putting him up to 11. And that little thing he does. And you got Brian Robinson. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing out of those guys this year. Teddy Bridgewater, our quarterback. Yeah, he only threw for about 130, 140 something odd yards, but his quarterback rating was like what, 120? He was pretty accurate most of the day and had those 2 touchdowns and didn't make any mistakes. And he wasn't always getting all the time he needed because, yeah, I noticed our O-line, once again, wasn't really, I'm not going to rip them too much because, they've already gotten a lot of it from me because they kind of have deserved it. But yeah, I know our right tackle Phil Lodeholt is injured for the season, so he had a backup. So that didn't help things much either. But you know, whatever. Our running game. I noticed Asiata was back, and as well as that new guy Tate the Third was also getting some runs in. You know, when you're up by that much, run it, man, if you can. One thing I didn't really like seeing was, you know, on fourth down, oh, we're going for it, and oh, you're just gonna try and draw them off sides, guys. Okay, I mean, sure that can work, but you know, after a while, it's like if it's not working, you know, have a play in mind. Okay, but no matter, we were ahead, we were winning. Bridgewater was doing great. Next week, the Vikings play host to the New York Jets, a team in which, you know, we play them very occasionally, but we've only beaten them once, and that was like 1970 something. And I have a pretty strong feeling we're gonna add win number 2 against these guys. But anyway, overall, I'm very happy with the way that the Vikings have played today. Way to go, guys. Defense looked great. Bridgewater looked great. And that's all I really have to say about that. I'm going to sign out and say, go Vikings. God, I need a girlfriend. Oh shit, things still going.